And welcome back to the Commanders Replacement Squad series. We're in week 16, coming off of a revenge game in back-to-back games against the Giants, finally playing against a new opponent as there's not many more left to go. Today we face a tough one with the San Francisco 49ers. They're not doing fantastic, 7-7 on the year, but they still have a very high-powered team. 88 overall in offense, 87 defense for an 87 team. It'll be a tough task for us, but we have some guys that have shown they can get the job done. So we'll need them to come through for us today. And this game starts off with us receiving the opening kick. So we'll have Dimitri Flowers back to return, and hopefully this will be a good one. Plenty of rush room to the right-hand side, though. Okay, really good tackle in open field. For maybe like 0.2 seconds, I thought that might have been a much bigger return. But we'll still start with pretty good field position up at the 32. Borghi down the middle, gain of 6. And we're definitely seeing a little bit of that late season stamina affecting some of their players, Borghi being one of them. As Kalinick will get the catch here, we'll actually lose a yard on the play. So today may end up being a little bit of a mixed backfield as we try to keep Borghi healthy. We'll go with a little bit of some read option here on third down. Hand it off to Williams, who breaks-ish a tackle, at least pushes through, and he'll get us the first. And with that fresh set of downs, we'll come out here with a wide set. Gonna have 3 to the right-hand side, 1 to the left, and there will be a sack by Bosa. Was just really good coverage, and after one big play, Bosa already in his X factor as we're trying to get to the outside with Borghi. Great tackle there by Fred Warner. We'll get 5. And that'll leave us with 3rd and 13. Sticking out in that same formation, maybe we can get Tim Jones down the sideline. Gonna depend on what they come out in. We have the speed to the outside, overthrown, but that might have been because of a DPI. And we will for sure be taking that. They say DPI, it would be more like defensive holding, but either way, I'll take it. We're down to 29 with a 4-yard run. But again, like I said, it'll be a running back by committee day. So Huntley checks in as we bring out every single one of our tight ends. Try to cut to the left-hand side. Pretty good run there. Ward also made a pretty good play. And on 3rd and 1, we'll have a weak dive, and that'll get the job done. This offensive line has held up pretty well this year when it comes to the run game. Passing game has been a little bit of a different story, so it makes it interesting when we get to the offseason and we're able to bring in some players with some higher overall. As Smart to the back corner, not even drags the feet, toe taps, and that's a touchdown pass from Cone. We've seen him make some really fantastic throws the last couple weeks, finding receivers in the back of the end zone. That's another one. And I was wondering who might be starting at quarterback here for the 49ers. They do have Trey Lance, so he's uninjured at least to start this game. We'll see if that continues. I'm pretty sure when we started the series, pre-existing injuries were on, but I maybe turned them off. I know I've been turning them off at the start of our state-only challenges so we could use every single available player. Don't remember if I did that with this one. Not quite sure. McCaffrey with back-to-back plays, and that's a pretty good tackle in open field by A.J. Parker. So that'll bring up 3rd and 6. They have trips to the right-hand side, 1 to the left. Same formation we had been running. Kittle going deep down the seam as Lance looks to scramble. Brown there to get the tackle, but about a yard shy. Well, shy for us. For them, it was good. It was a yard past where they needed. For us, it was a yard shy of getting the stop. First 10-10, wow. Bunch to the left-hand side. They go the pass to the outside, caught by number 3. That was McLeod. It'll be a gain of 8, bringing up 2nd and 2 with 2 running backs in the backfield. They'll have plenty of options there pretty quickly as Kittle breaks a tackle. We'll end up getting about 10. It also puts him into plus territory. And maybe we shouldn't go with man coverage. That typically doesn't go too well for us, as they send another guy deep to the outside, but instead they go with McCaffrey on a short dump off. And this time, 2nd and 7 will be a bunch to the right-hand side. Shakatoni tries to come clean off the edge. We'll kind of get in the face of Lance, but he still delivers a perfect throw, and Jennings has the first. Sticking out in the shotgun look here. They'll go with a run down the middle. McCaffrey has some space, but cuts back towards our linebackers, and who won't end up getting as much as he probably should have. And that run will send us into the second quarter. We're up 7-0, but the 49ers, they're moving. And they'll start the second quarter with an empty set. Trips to the left, 2 to the right. Looks like a hot route made by Lance. Sitting in the pocket will end up scrambling, and we took a bad angle there, I believe, with Allen. Lance will slide down, first down at the 25. Some more shotgun look here, bunch to the left-hand side with Kittle, one lone receiver to the right. And it looks like Deebo Samuel possibly injured in this game. I haven't seen him out there yet. They do go with Ayuk, gain of 5. As they work just down to around the red zone, about a yard prior to. We make an audible here on defense, quick. I mean, that was just wide open from the split second that ball was snapped. And they'll finally come out in a heavier set. 2 tight ends to the left. McCaffrey, the single back, will stretch it to the outside. Stevens with a great tackle on the outside, will be a loss of 1. And they're sticking with that heavy set, just flipping it. 2 tight ends to the right this time. Hard count, no one jumps. Belial in pursuit. Big hit, forces the fumble. Scooped up by Belial as well. Trying to get the edge, and we do. Can we have enough stamina to make this a scoop and score? No one's even close to Belial, so yeah, it's going to be. He forced the fumble, picked it up, got by Lance, and ran it all the way back. We're up 2 touchdowns. And this Commanders replacement squad team is amped up right now. We also got the stop on the kickoff at the 18. So they are feeling it and like to see them continue the success as they hand this one off to McLeod. Tried to stretch it to the outside, will only manage 1. And this is also coming down to about the crunch time of the season where we need to see these guys making plays if they want contract extensions. Pretty much no one on this team has secured a second contract besides a small handful of players. We have been able to lock in Shaka Toney. I think we're still working on J.R. Reed. Those are pretty much the only 2 that I know for sure are sticking with the defense. Potoe looking like he will be as well. But all these linebackers, we've talked about it in recent weeks. Do they stay? Do we change them out? If they keep making plays, they'll at least find themselves on the roster, whether they make the starting roster, the final 53-man, or a practice squad. It's all up to their play. I would like to keep around a lot of rookies. Granted, we don't have a whole lot of them that are at least starting right now. Lance looking like he's about to scramble. Muse with the pursuit will be a gain of 6. And they'll come out with another heavy look here. 2 running backs, 2 backs, fullback back there to help lead the way and close to a first, but Mitchell a yard shy. And of course, as I come out in the heavy set, probably should have checked because they come out with a spread look. They have a bunch to the left-hand side, has multiple open targets. They'll find one of the tight ends with another first down. Lance is 10 of 10 on the day. And that was Warner with the first down grab. I can't remember what state-only challenge he was a part of, but I do remember him. Just can't remember which he was. I want to say maybe Ohio State? As there's a nice run to the outside, will be a gain of 8 by Danny Gray. Or at least I'm going to assume Danny Gray, as at least a shout out to the Texas-only state challenge we're doing currently. He's been playing pretty well the last couple games, as there's a shovel pass that sent the cover man flying. Ayuk with another first down. Honestly, I don't think I've seen that happen with the CPU in Madden. So that was fun. I mean, it didn't work out in my favor, but it was fun to see as they go the pass to the outside and Hughes check maybe gets a yard. 2nd and 9, another bunch look, this time closer to the line of scrimmage. Noticed a lot of bunch looks for this 49ers squad as Ayuk breaks a tackle, sends some more guys flying, and Belial with a touchdown saving tackle. But that does get them down to about the half-yard line. I'll go with a pass here down at the goal line, and why was our cover man on the ground? Trill Williams, what are you doing? I just want to see what happened on this play here. Oh, so he got ran over by his own teammate. That was J.R. Reed? Yeah, well, I just suppose that kind of thing will happen sometimes and you have low overalls. 55 seconds left on the board here before the first half ends. We brought out Tyree Jackson just to give us an option if we want to end up scrambling. We'll go with a throw there, Muse with a short catch. really not going to help us out much. We need to get down the field a good bit. We have all of our timeouts though, but just not wanting to waste those as we have a receiver breaking across the middle. Did not see Hufanga sitting, and that'll be a pick. Luckily, not 6. But that does give them a fantastic opportunity to tie this up right before half. 19 seconds and counting. They have all their timeouts. Quick throw to the outside. 17 with the grab. Will be a gain of 3. So at least we will, barring a fake here, be going into halftime with a lead. We just gave up a good chunk of that lead right at the end. But still, having the lead against the 49ers right now is big. Like I said, they're an 88 offense, 87 defense. And we've been doing a pretty good job against them. Looks like we're the last game of the week, so you can take a look across the board here. Actually, the Packers-Dolphins game would be the last one of the week. But yeah, here's some of the games at least. Take a look at your favorite team, and on to the second half. And of course, we'll be kicking this one off. So defense is going to have to come up big once again to maintain our lead. A touchdown will put the 49ers in front. A field goal keeps us up by 1, and a timeout called. Must be due to an injury, or it was just a flag and Madden's broken. And it'll end up being holding. I'll take it. So they'll come out with 1 receiver either side, 2 running backs in the backfield. I think one of them is actually a receiver, and they had a tight end on the outside. Warner with the grab. We'll get forward for 9. Plus, we still have not seen 1 incompletion for Lance on the day. Also haven't seen Kittle for a little bit. I don't remember him getting injured. Maybe it's just that lack of stamina coming back again, as that is a hard-fought first down for Davis Price. Belial, who had the forced fumble scoop and score earlier, wasn't able to get the stop. 1st and 10, they'll go the quick pass. Yeast was there, just couldn't knock it free. And in a way, I feel like this team is, the 49ers that is, has kind of abandoned the spread look in this second half, or I would even say halfway through the second quarter. Another big hit, but another first down given up. Yeah, we've been having to play a lot of our 46 defense and a little bit of our 52, rather than our nickel formation, which is what we kind of prefer. As a really good run again there from Davis Price, finding space where there really wasn't much. And I feel like it was a smart choice here for the 49ers to switch things up, because I feel like it's kind of taken Shaka Toney a little bit out of it. We'll say Belial, though, is having a pretty decent game. And maybe a little bit better than just decent. I mean, he does have half of our points, and he's made some really good open field tackles, just has come up short on a couple of inside runs as Ayuk. He's a shifty dude. And maybe we just need to force ourselves to come out in that 3-3-5 just to try to get Shaka Toney some better opportunities as he gets a stop there. He's definitely built to be primarily a finesse rusher, so in the run game he's not going to be fantastic, which is why we've focused heavily on some run stoppers in the middle. Shaka Toney there again, but we don't get the stop yet again. Lance, 20 of 20. He's just been very, I would say, like robotic, just in how good he's been. And I mean, this play was just insane. They had Lance kind of just glitching out in the backfield, yet he still manages to get a rush of 6 yards. Or I guess more of a scramble would be the correct term. And Nenny, that's a good play on the outside. Finally, we get a good play on defense. Perhaps, yeah, we just needed to switch to our 3-3-5 and double A-gap look. Shaka Toney try to at least provide some pressure, forces Lance to scramble, who doesn't have much gas, but plenty of space, sliding down inside the 15. And with that first down, they'll motion over Warner as a trap block. Hughes check down the middle. We'll get forward for a gain of 5. And on 2nd and 5, under center they go. Single back set McCaffrey. Will be a pass play. Try to sit underneath some of these as Lance looking to scramble. Yeast with hot pursuit. Lays the big hit. Ball pops out. And Yeast will jump on it. Try to get up. Quickly tackled. We might need to see a double look here. Double take as to see if that actually was a fumble. But I surely hope so. Well, no booth review comes in. So yeah, fumble. That is 2 red zone stops by our defense. Huntley will get the ball and just powers through at an 11-yard rush. And I feel like at this point in the game, with the fact our offense really hasn't been on the field almost at all, if at all, this entire second half, We're already going to start chewing the clock. We have a 4-point lead. So that last run there by Borgie with the first down should be the last of the third. And indeed it will be. So we'll head into the fourth with a 4-point lead. We just have to play some smart football. And with the state of our offseason, with the fact that we don't have really any solid early round draft picks, it doesn't matter to just tank towards the end to have like a first overall pick, because we have to give away our first round pick anyway. So after we do that, we won't have a pick until the 4th round. So we might as well go hard throughout the remainder of the season, try to get these guys as much XP as possible, and try to see who's going to take over in certain positions. Like Borgie, who just took over from the get-go, same as Shakatoni. We need to see some other guys do it. I know we have given Jake Cohn a contract extension, so he will at least be a backup quarterback for us next year, compete for a starting spot. I know we had a lot of Cohn fans who have commented in the comments section when Luton was starting, so I know Cohn is a favorite. And after the holding call, we'll have 1st and 16. The offensive line, like I was mentioning, I'm not quite sure what we're going to do when we get to the offseason. They've done really well when it comes to the running game. The passing game, they've been kind of poor, as well as the run after the catch there by Kalinick. Should have probably been about a 5 to 10 yard gain. Instead, it was just 1 yard. As they vacate the middle, Borgie will run right down the middle. We get the first down, but another late flag. And that time on Tim Jones blocking the back. Still though, it is a better 2nd down, so it's fine. It also allows us to take some more time off the clock, so that's fine by me, as there was some really good blocking. We just couldn't quite get there in time. And on 3rd and 4, we'll come out with an empty set. I'm looking for Cade Johnson here on the receiver screen, but Bosa said no. Which is also really unfortunate, because it looked like we could have got it there if we got the ball to Cade Johnson. But 4th and 4, let's go for it here. Again, we're trying to seal a win here. Gonna have to roll out, throw, and we had Johnson. But Cohn missed it. Only 3 throws for him on the day. But the 49ers take over with an opportunity to take a lead with a touchdown. We're currently up 4. They'll go up 3 with a touchdown, sitting at a field goal game. And Benito Jones gets the stop as Lance, a bit shaken up. He will head to the locker room as Jimmy G comes out for the 49ers. We'll see if he can lead them down the field and put some points on the board. They haven't done it since, what, the 2nd quarter? Granted, I don't think either team has scored since the 2nd quarter. 3rd and 11. Looks like it'll be a pass play here. We'll slide out the D-line. Make sure we cover as they go with an underneath route to their tight end. We miss on a tackle, and that will be a 1st down gain of about 16-something yards. And it's really confusing right now to try to choose the correct defense, because they keep coming out in heavy tight end looks, or they're coming out spread. We try to get Tony around the edge late, doesn't work, but the ball will bounce off of Ayuk's face. So I'll take it. So I just think when in doubt here, we'll come out in our 3-3-5 or a double A gap look, as they're going to spread out here. Perhaps we should make an audible, but I do really want to get Tony clean off the edge. We'll spread out the line a little bit, help Tony get around, and we at least applied the pressure. He got the hit. I don't know if Madden really tracks quarterback hits in terms of at least XP, but we need all we can get here with Tony just to get him to that next overall level, as that would unlock his superstar trait. Clean off the edge once again. Quick throw as Lance comes back in, and he might be throwing a touchdown on his first play. Warner down to the 2. Well, defense, you've come up big multiple times this game in the red zone. Getting 2 red zone turnovers. We might need another as McCaffrey gets into the end zone with a little subtle juke, sent Belial flying, and now we're the ones chasing. Starting at the 30, 2 minutes, 55 seconds, all 3 timeouts. Can Borgie and Cohn lead us down the field to at least tie this game up, send it into overtime? We're going to find out. 1st down, we get a gain of 2. 2nd down, we're going to switch the formation here, at least switch the sides. Again, try to see if we could get Ken Jones down the sideline. He has just enough space, but he can't hold on to it. Great play there made by the corner, knocking that one free. We're going to send Stoner on an underneath drag route here, just to create a little bit more crossing. See if that opens something up here. We'll take the simple, easy. We'll scramble with Cone, get the first down. Maybe get one more play off here before the end of before the 2-minute warning. Again, try to get Jones down the sideline. He has the speed, but apparently lacks the hands. And that's 2 passes swatted in the face of Cone. Try to go across the middle there to find Stoner, who was breaking open, but just a great play there made by the defense. Tyree Jackson checks in with his shotgun formation. Gonna have to roll out. We'll end up scrambling. Can we get a block? Not much of one, but we'll get out of bounds, head into the 2-minute warning. And we're getting close to field goal range. I want to say around the 35 is where we could hit with Matt, who do we have? Do we have Matt Giddis, or was that the Texas only one? I've already forgotten. 49ers forced to take a timeout there with Mosley injured. And we'll go with a pass play here. Great coverage there across the middle. Gonna need to roll out. Can we find our tight end? No, that's Tim Jones actually, and he drops another one. He's made some big plays. He's had some big games. But consistency is definitely something we lack in this receiver corps. Borghi gets down the middle. Be 4th and 2. This is a down where it's questionable to go for it. But in a way, I think we need to. So we're going to. Read option. As we'll hand this one off down the middle. Williams. Don't know how he got by Fred Warner. Somehow got sucked into a block, but I will take it. At the 31, under a minute left, we still have all 3 timeouts. Once again, we're going to see if we could leak Smart to the one side. He does break open there for a second pass, a little too high. And with the middle slightly vacated here, we'll hand this one off to Borghi. Try to find some patient running room right down the middle. Gain of about 14 yards as we get down to the 17. Let's hit a little bit of hurry up here. Go with a little bit of some play action. And they cover it really well. See if we could get Stoner in the back, and that was probably a questionable choice. And after a timeout to help the offense regain composure, regain some stamina. 28 seconds left. We'll hand this one off to Huntley down the middle. Solid gain. 3rd and 5. Hit a little bit of the hurry up here. Try to go with a quick pass underneath. As we will have one of our tight ends. That's going to be Muse, and he drops it. 11 seconds left. Safe here if we take the field goal to tie this thing up. But San Francisco's trying to ice our kicker. So do we be cheeky here and go for it? I honestly want to see if we could get them to jump. Hard count there, no one jumps. Second hard count, no one. Third hard count, someone moved, probably us. And that ended up being on Borghi, and somehow we're still being iced, despite it not being directly after the timeout. Doesn't matter. Field goal good. Ice in the veins. Tie this game up. And following a face mask on the return. They'll be all the way up to the 41. Only time for one play. Looks like they might be headed towards the sideline. No, Lance is going to scramble. Okay. Works for us. We'll head into overtime. And we won the coin flip, so we'll be starting on offense. A chance for us to walk this game off. Flowers, once again, back to return. He's been pretty solid at these today. And we've been consistently starting at least before the 25. Past the 25 is a better way of saying it. So let's start in empty. Once again, no one in the middle here. We're going to check to the quarterback draw with Tyree Jackson. Try to find some space to run. Be about an 11, 12-yard gain. Originally, we were trying to go with the wide receiver screen there, but you man up Fred Warner on the guy who we're supposed to be throwing it to. I'm going to check out of it. And we don't get much on first down, so 2nd and 9. A little bit of some play action here. Going to try to roll to one side. We have our tight end open who plays that fullback spot, Kalinick. Down to the 18. That play is huge. It's also only our 30% completion percentage there for Cone. 3 of 9 on the day. But you get it when it counts. And you know, Cone has some running ability. So we're going to try to see if we could get a little cheeky here with a read option, and Borghi will get us inside the 10. So now each of these next few plays, if there are a few, could be to walk the game off. Tim Jones checks in. He takes a jet sweep. We had a bit of a lead blocker to the outside. It ends up not really working well, and a flag also comes down. We had too many penalties at the end of the game. Cost us. Hopefully it doesn't do the same here. First and goal at the 17 following the holding. We will go with a pass. Gonna have to cut back to the other side. They just, phenomenal job. Covered up everyone and got a pass rush. But we gotta keep going here. Second and goal, still at the 17. Have a couple different options here. Can Tim Jones get the edge? Beautifully thrown ball, and he holds on to this one to walk the game off after 2 drops earlier in the game on some beautifully thrown balls. He gets the one that counts. And we walk this game off, beating San Francisco 23-17. One more look here. The ball came out a little wobbly, but it got there when it needed to. And like I said, this game is over. Just an absolute stunner for the 49ers fans who really expected to have a great season. And they now drop below 500 after losing to the replacement squads. We just came to play. We didn't play perfectly, a lot of mistakes. But when it came down to it, we made the plays that had to be made. And it looks like next episode we're basically going to have to run it back, do the same thing we did today as we play the Cleveland Browns. They're having a better season, above 500, 9-6. This time offense and defense switched with an 87 offense, 88 defense. So it should be a good game. They have some really good players. We have players that make plays despite being a low overall. So make sure you guys are hitting that subscription button down below or ticking my bear icon to the opposite bottom corner of me. That way you don't miss out on any videos. It could also help if you tick the bell icon so that way you're notified of when the videos go out. This series, Commander's Replacement Squad, posted every Monday and Thursday, with the state-only challenge currently Texas, posted every Wednesday and Saturday. So 2 series, 4 videos a week. Make sure you guys are sticking around. And we'll see what this team can do as we wrap out the season. 2 games left, and then into our first off season. So a lot of some fun things to look forward to. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye.